Hello, Jem Ayres, sex coach and Orgasmic Embodiment facilitator here, and I want to talk to you about the Empowered Women's Book Club. And this is a brilliant group of women that meet every Wednesday, and it starts on January the 12th. And the book that we're looking at this time is Come As You Are by Nagowski. Now, this book is a must-have on all sex coaches, sexological body workers and sexperts bookcase. In fact, to the point where this is the first copy I've owned because I've just been reading all of my peer and colleagues' copies whenever I visit them. It's a really brilliant book. But first, I'm going to talk a bit about that. But first, I want to talk a bit about the club itself. So the book club is a group of maximum 15 women that meet every week. And it really is a rich, deep dive and a journey together. And it's all about sexual empowerment, and it's not just about the reading, and it's not just about the book. Actually, a lot of people, I don't want you to struggle with the book, so we read at a really manageable pace each week, and come along anyway. Even if you haven't read the book, it's fine to skip a few chapters because you'll still get lots from the discussion, from the practices that I lead, embodiment practices, from the homework that I set, and just from hearing and witnessing others in the group as well. It's so much more than the book, I promise. But if you do need to know more about the book, Come As You Are, Nagowski, the surprising new science that will transform your sex life. So the key things in this book that have really helped me have a greater understanding is she talks about something called response arousal, and she also talks about the brakes and accelerators in our sex lives. And at the end of each chapter, she does a TLDR, which is too long didn't read, which basically means she gives us a couple of paragraphs where she breaks down all the information that we need to read. So it's really, really easily accessible. It says here, an essential exploration of women's sexuality that will radically transform your sex life into one filled with confidence and joy. Brilliant. Come As You Are reveals the true story behind female sexuality, uncovering the little known science of what makes us tick, and more importantly, how and why. Sex educator Dr. Nagowski debunks the common sexual myths that are making women and some men feel inadequate between the sheets. Brilliant. And if I just dip into some of the book here, it says, the purpose of this book is to offer a new science-based way of thinking about women's sexual well-being. Like all new ways of thinking, it opens up a lot of questions and challenges, about much pre-existing knowledge. If you want to dive deeper, you'll find references in the notes along with details about my process for boiling down a complex and multifaceted body of research into something practical. So this is why it helps doing it in a group, because we'll be unpicking it and we'll be working through it, and you'll have support where anything that comes up, you recognise that you need to make changes or something in you, and I'll be setting practices along the way. It says here, the information in this book will show you that whatever you're experiencing in your sexuality, whether it's challenges around desire, arousal, orgasm, pain, no sexual sensation, is the result of your sexual response mechanism functioning appropriately. In an inappropriate world, you are normal, and it's the world around you that is broken. We so often have this belief, actually, that if there's challenges or something going on with our body, actually, there's something wrong with us. But actually, what's really going on is the body is really trying its best to look after us with the tools that it's got. So no more shaming around our sexual response. And there are things that we can do and work through to reprogram any unhealthy messages that we've got. The good news is that when you understand how your sexual response mechanism works, you can begin to take control of your environment and your brain in order to maximize your sexual potential, even in a broken world. And when you change your environment and your brain, you can change and heal your sexual functioning. This book contains information that I've seen transform women's sexual well-being, and I've seen it transform men's understanding of their women partners also. So, Nagowski. If you're interested, drop us an email. The current book clubbers get priority booking, and then after that, I open up bookings to the waiting list. So if you want to join the waiting list, drop me a quick email. And then after that, I'll put it out on my website. But yep, 12th of January. See you there.